Alright, last but not least, we are going to solve inequalities. Once again, there are 4 symbols you will use, and we all know what they are. Greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. Solving inequalities uses the same steps as solving equations. So it's not new. You just have to be careful to use the same sign. So if I have 12 is greater than x plus 5, then I need to get rid of that plus 5. I'm going to add negative 5 or subtract 5. I'm going to do it to both sides, which gives me 7 is greater than x. And remember, we don't need that plus 0. So that doesn't need to be there. 7 is greater than x. It's just like solving equations. Just don't forget and accidentally put an equal sign. I've seen that happen a lot of times. So if we look over here, 4 times x is less than or equal to 8. We draw our line. We multiply, or we divide by 1/4. Again, this is here for those of you that are interested. The reason we divide is because we actually multiply by the reciprocal. And if you're not worried about it, all you need to know is that when we multiply, we're going to divide by 4. So you're going to divide by 4. And if this bothers you, you can always mark it out. That you don't need this part at all. We're going to divide by 4, so this becomes 1x. This becomes 2. 1 times x is x, so x is less than or equal to 2. There's one exception. There's one exception to the rule. You still use the same steps, but if the inverse operation is to multiply or its division by a negative number, then you will switch or flip the comparison sign. Okay, so look carefully at this problem. Negative 3x, negative 3 times x is less than or equal to 12. Okay? Again, that was there just so you could see it. But we're going to jump down here and we're going to divide by negative 3. This should actually be up here. I'm not sure why I put it down there. We're going to divide both sides by negative 3. So negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1, and we have 1 times x. But notice the sign. Because I divided by a negative, I flipped my sign. It is now 1x is greater than or equal to negative 4. Okay, we will practice this a lot in class because it's not a big thing, but it's really easy to forget and to miss. So when you multiply or divide by a negative, you will always flip whatever your sign is. A little bit simpler one. Let's just do a really easy one. Negative 2x equals 12. Oh, let's do greater than. It's greater than 12. Draw our line, do our division. We're going to divide by negative 2, which gives us x is greater than negative 6. But since we divided by negative, we need to flip the sign. So x is less than negative 6. Same thing if we're dividing. So if I have x divided by negative 2 equals 6, I would then multiply by my negative 2. I'm going to put a big line between the two of those so we're confused. And I would multiply by negative 2. Again, we'll do greater than. So I have x, and I have negative 12. Since I multiplied by a negative, my sign is going to flip. So we'll practice that quite a bit. And that's it for the notes. Y'all have a great weekend.